Hello everyone, and welcome back to an episode of Prismata. I've already jumped into the queue here, so we hopefully will be matched up pretty quickly to try and finish off this ticket and see what is the deal with the rewards that you get at the end of an arena. I understand that it's like some non-integral number of power cores, basically. Flop Flop, don't know this person. Very green today, huh? This set anyway. Nothing that'll like use up your drones though, so it's a little bit hard to go like breach-proof Gauss Forge. Any high econ stuff here? Like a Asteri kind of? I don't think I want a wild drone, do I? Yeah, I probably do. Ooh, this guy wins things. Like, I could actually build enough Ebb turbines to just eat up all my drones, maybe? I don't know. Do you? I'm just gonna go regular drones because I don't really know. I expect him to go wild drone here because Conduit on turn 2 is pretty comfortable, and that's the way for player 1 to do it. Yeah, and he gets the NG as well. Really? High econ, though, huh? Oh, I'm player 1. Why? Oh my god. I should have gone Wild Drone because turn 2 Conduit is comfortable, and I want to do it. God. Okay. But high econ, huh? What's the justification for that? There's not much defenses. Like, is Asteri enough? I kind of want to just get a ton of green and, like, build Asteris and Gauss and then cluster bolt him. Right? Ebb Turbine to eat up my drones? I don't know. This does not seem like a coherent strategy, but I'm going to try it. So I'm going to get the Blast Forge here, and then switch to Conduits and, like, I don't know. This doesn't... I can't even say what I'm thinking because it doesn't make any sense. But something like this, and I'm going to just start clicking Ebb Turbines every turn to consume my drones as fast as I can while I try to get up some green. Next turn, I can actually build the Gauss Fab, and so will he, I suspect? I don't know. Is eating your drones with Ebb Turbines really an efficient way to go breach-proof? It leaves you with these Ebb Turbines, who are sort of quite breach-vulnerable, but a smaller number of them. I don't know. Yeah, there's the Gauss Fab. More Ebb Turbines. More Conduits. Yeah, I can Asteri next turn, right? And he can't. So my goal is to try to get all of the drones consumed by Ebb Turbines before he breaches, and then just say, fine, breach. It doesn't look like that's his plan. Well, I don't know. Maybe he wants another Blast Forge to build Ebb Turbines faster? Should I build a wall? To stop him from killing the engineers who are... Ah, no, I have plenty of energy because the Ebb Turbines are giving me energy. So we're building the Asteri now. And if I build another Ebb Turbine, I can eat up 4 drones this coming turn while he's not threatening to breach. And then I can maybe do what with the remaining drones is unclear. I could build more drones, of course, but that's like I've already spent. If you click Ebb Turbine and then buy a drone, you're just saying like, please remove a drone from my supply. You're not really doing anything. Yeah, let's just go with this. Then I can start building Gauss cannons as well as all of these guys. I think I'm probably building a wall next turn, just to leave my drones alone so that I can build more green before, so that I can finish eating them all up with the Ebb turbines. But the fact that I'm getting Asteries and he's getting Gauss cannons seems very nice for me. I'm happy with that. I don't really want to let him breach because he kills Ebb turbines, but it's not exactly easy for him to do that, right? Whoa, 7 attack. That's a lot. Well, in that case, I don't really want to build an Asteri. Or click the Asteri. It doesn't stop him from killing drones. Oh, there's an idea, huh? Build wild drones. No, they're worse than Ebb turbines, if I'm gonna spend money on that. So, say he breaches. By the way, I think we're killing a wild drone. Say he breaches. What's he gonna kill? All the drones, maybe 3 drones and an Ebb turbine or something like that? I'd kind of like another conduit. Can I spend all this? I'm just gonna have like $8 next turn, so answer, probably not. If I hold back the conduit, can I still build another Asteri next turn? If he kills $5 worth of my stuff? Not quite, huh? So maybe if I do this, I can. Maybe I don't build the Gauss cannon. That'll let me build Asteri next turn. But I have to find something else to do with this money, right? Wild drone? Woo! I didn't know there's a... I accidentally hit tilde, or backtick, and it did this. So, if I build the wild drone, he's only killing like $3 worth of my stuff, right? He's gonna kill... Well, he's gonna kill the same 5, and I'll be at 18. And then he can kill the wild drone next turn. But killing wild drone is pretty inefficient for him. What if I build another one? Then I can no longer get... Okay, so let's do this. On the other hand, building another Gauss cannon threatens... Oops. Threatens 9 attack this turn. Which is pretty great. It lets me kill the rest of his wild drones. So maybe this is worth it. I just can't build another Asteri, which is a big bummer. A wall doesn't help. Does it? No. Alright. So I just can't build that... Oh, really? He's attacking the Gauss Fab. That's interesting. Alright. That's pretty cool, I guess. But what if I do this? I keep the Gauss Fab alive for one more turn. I build another Asteri. Or another, one of these guys. I don't like clicking an Asteri because it makes it lower health, but it protects the Gauss Fab, which is pretty good. And I can't build any wild drones. What do I do with these $5? Hold it so I can build perhaps Asteris next turn? Or more Gauss cannons or something? He has so many Gauss cannons. I have a lot of Asteries, but they're more breach vulnerable than Gauss cannons are. So he's threatening to breach for 13, and I really can't keep the Fabricator alive anymore. But I mean, I can do this, get more Gauss cannons. Which I guess is what I'm gonna do. There's not much left to do this game for me, in fact. So, let's see how this goes. I don't think he can keep defending, so I will be able to get through. The question is that good enough? Oh, he kills my... Oh, no! I should have, like... Oh, I should have built a wall so he couldn't kill the Asteri and the Fabricator. That was a big problem. Right? Maybe cut one of these. I should have, like, I don't know. I think I could have arranged this better. Well, what am I ever going to do with this money? No, of course, I'm going to build walls with it. Make it awkward for him to breach the objectives he wants to get to. I'd like to kill this Fabricator. He's breaching for 14. Ugh. Well, so we're losing the Asteri. That's for sure. So I guess I should just build another Gauss cannon and give up on the wall? I don't like my position. Should I damage the Fabricator? Hang on. It's not very comfortable for me to kill the Fabricator, is it? No. I can do it, but it leaves him with his Ebb Turbine alive. And he's breaching me for a ton, of course. I think this is worth doing. It's killing, like... This is sort of like killing 2 Gauss cannons for 10 health. Well, that's obviously dumb, right? Just kill the 2 Gauss cannons. And I'd rather kill the Ebb Turbine than that. So, something like this. Hope that... Like, I'm clearly behind in terms of, like, number of Gauss cannons. My main advantage is I have more green than he does. I can cluster bolt more. But I don't think that that is going to be sufficient. Yeah. Oh, well, damage one of these, why not? I could kill a conduit? Anyway, I think I've lost here, but this kind of green mirror is like, what are you going to do except play it out, right? See what happens? Maybe my cluster bolts will be enough. Maybe it'll be a draw. No, probably not. There are like green mirrors where a draw is what ends up happening, but this is not likely to be one of them. Right now he's breaching me for 9, which is just fine with me compared to breaching for 8, so sure, go ahead. Yeah, he has too many Gauss cannons. The Gauss charges are not going to do it. Oh. Cluster Bolt. Would I rather he breach me for 9 or for 10? I guess I would prefer 10, since it means I get to hit him harder. Yep, that'll do it. All right. So, what was the deal here? I think I should have built wild drones. I somehow, like, I got so caught up in looking at the set that I thought I was going to be able to build a conduit on turn 2 without a wild drone, which is clearly wrong. I like my decision to build many ebb turbines and consume drones to get Asteries out. Maybe you should have tried to get Asteri before Gauss Fabricator? Right? Like, if I cut the Gauss Fabricator and the conduit here, that's enough to just build an Asteri and start attacking his wild drones. I think that that's worth more than getting the Fabricator 1 turn early. Being able to take out his economy early. And then I build the Fabricator the turn after. But I can't, I won't have the conduit, I won't have the green. Ooh. So maybe I have to cut the ebb turbine, build conduit and Asteri if I want to follow that plan. I mean, I think this is the right idea, building ebb turbines and green to, like, become breachless. But I kind of got breached a little bit sooner than I would have liked. If I'd had some wild drones built, not only could I have gotten the green sooner, but I could have... It would have been something for him to attack instead of breaching me, which he might have done. Right, because we would have to, like, not kill the engineer. If I put a wall up in front, it's pretty convenient to attack the wild drones instead. So maybe, like, on this turn, if I build a wall instead of an ebb turbine or something like that, and I have a turn like this one, after having built some wild drones early, maybe I can delay getting breached for long enough to turn all the ebb turbines, or turn all the drones into money. I kind of am surprised that the Asteries were not better than they ended up being. I guess I let him get to my Gauss Fabricator, which was a big problem. Plus he was, like, ahead. I don't know, I don't really understand why building more Gauss cannons was better than building Asteries. Asteries are more efficient in terms of investment per attack. They're very slightly less efficient in terms of, like, investment per health, so that's something. I maybe should have cluster bolted him a little bit earlier, somehow. It's not actually very convenient to do that. Here... Yeah, if I cut the Gauss Fab and build a wall, he's reaching for 10, which is enough to kill the Fabricator, but not an Asteri. That seems like a pretty good idea to me. That would improve matters a bit. But I'm just sort of in a bad spot. Like, I have less attack than he does, and he's still absorbing, and I'm not, right? My main advantage is I have slightly more drone income and more green, but he has way more attack, so... I don't know what the decision point in this game was that I messed up. I think there were a lot of them, but I don't know what they were. Let's try to get another game in. 20 minutes is a bit short for one episode, but 20 minutes plus a game is likely to be long for an episode. Oh well. And we'll finally, maybe, see what happens when you punch out a ticket completely. Well, I think the rating has been floating around 1644 for like the whole time we've been playing. So we've been playing as well as it's expected us to, I guess. Roughly. Gerbil. Don't know this person either. My first base plus 5 in ranked. So Centrifuge to get 1 Omega Splitter and then mainly focus on Sinestras for attack seems pretty cool. I'd like to go in that direction. Do you build the Centrifuge on turn 1? Oh, no, I guess not, because you want... Well... Maybe. It takes 3 turns. Or turn 2, I mean. Or do you wait until 3? We do this, and then we can Centrifuge plus Drone or something. Oh no, we go like this. Centrifuge doesn't cost energy. A long time ago it cost energy. And then you can Centrifuge plus 2 drones. I'd like a higher economy, but the Centrifuge is more important to me, I think. And this is a way to continue building drones while I Centrifuge. So, there you go. So I want to build a conduit this coming turn. Right. So that I can get the Sinestra out when the Centrifuge pops. And I guess if I'm building an attacker, or building something else, I might as well build Steel Splitters. Now, if I do this, I can build Omega Sinestra, but I can't build, say, a Tarsier. This Centrifuge timing is not right at all. I don't have enough tech. I don't have enough drones. If I cut this, I can build a Tarsier as well next turn. And that spends all of my resources, my tech. I guess this is what I'll try. The problem is I'll have to when am I getting an Animus in? I'd like an Animus, I'd like more conduits. I guess next turn? But, ugh. This is gross. So he's going to be churning out Omegas, of course, and we need to build enough tech to keep up with that, with Sinestras, basically. So this is like the worst turn of the game for me, I think, right now, because I don't have any tech. I want an Animus, I want another conduit. Heck, I want 2 more conduits. And then I can't spend my blue. So I could cut one of the conduits and build a Steel Splitter instead, like so. Then next turn I would have to build Sinestra Conduit in order to keep up with Sinestras every turn. Can I afford that? Maybe. The Steel Splitter is sort of like I'd have to lose Steel Splitter in order to do that, I think, though. I think I'd just rather have another Conduit because, like, my leftovers can go towards Aegis. Build an Engineer to defend. Then I can Sinestra Tarsier or Sinestra Rhino or something next turn, maybe. I mean, he's not really attacking me yet, is the thing. So maybe this is fine. Like, next turn he'll attack for 6. Who cares? I lose 1 NG. But he sort of, like, does not have access to Sinestras. I don't see him investing enough tech to get those. Just doesn't seem very likely. So we build a Sinestra, fine. If I attack with this, I'm not defending. But he's not really attacking. Oh, well, okay, it's not really useful to attack with it, is it? He just absorbs it all. I guess I should build a wall. Because I want an efficient defender, and that's what wall is. But I kind of also want Tarsier, is the thing. Like, is this really so greedy? Next turn I could build another Sinestra and a wall? I only expect to lose an NG this turn. Oh, well, that was easy. Cool. Was he really in such bad shape? I don't know. I could have done that a lot better, I think. So, ticket is complete. Question, what is all this? Base score. Prize score. What in the world? Ticket completion. How can you ever not complete the ticket? If you rip it up, do you still get all of this minus 200? I don't get it. That doesn't seem right, because you can get tickets forever, as long for free, right? What in the world? Why would I need to know all of this stuff? Initial rating bonus. Supporter bonus is the one number on this that makes sense to me, because I bought it in the Kickstarter, and they were like, here, you can have more rewards somehow. Alright, well, whatever. Somehow a number was computed, and this apparently is a button, and it doesn't, like, I don't know. The thing is, both of these are glowing. They both look like I should click them. This is the one that gets a hand when you mouse over it, so clearly it's the one I'm supposed to click, but I feel like they could make them feel a little bit different, you know? So we opened this, and what did we get? A very small chunk of a power core? Is that correct? I guess. I already had these things. This, I already had 1 power core from the daily awards. I think all I got was like a small chunk of power core. Well, fair enough, whatever. We'll celebrate by unlocking some crappy emote. Are any of these... Oh, that's kind of cute. Are any of these things I would want to spend shards to get? Not really, they're not that cool. Probably didn't need to do that. That's cute. Alright, whatever. Oh, we got a black lab. You guys get to see the other, like, every so often if you spend enough power cores, you get a black card, and, like, it's a chance to unlock really powerful skins. I like the Senkaku wall. Senkoken wall. The ninja guys are cute. So there's kind of 3 tiers of prizes, and you play something very similar for a chance to win one of them. I don't know. None of these are that exciting to me. Let's go with this. I like the blue glow. Oh my god. These guys are awesome. This guy's awesome. I love Sinestras, though. Okay, fine. So then they give you a slightly, a much larger field of prizes, and like there's keys to each of the colored things. Yeah, click to start, got it. And you like click until you unlock either any prize or enough X's that you're not going to get a prize. And most of the time you end up getting like one of these green prizes, which is kind of garbage. But so far, in fact, that's I think all that's ever happened to me. I can press Q to speed things up, but all right, we got the green prize. Look at that. Shadow Chieftain. I don't like this guy that much. So you can continue to play again, right? Like if I really loved some of these prizes and I thought it was worth spending chars to try to get them, I could do that. But I don't know, none of them are that great. Like this guy's kind of cool. I wouldn't mind having him. But most of the time I don't know. I have no idea what is a sensible way to spend shards, and like that doesn't really matter. So okay, great. We completed our very first ticket. How exciting. And we got some rewards. Lackluster though they were. Do we want to quickly go analyze this game and see what happened here? That would be fun, right? So I think I should probably have delayed the centrifuge a turn. Like if I build drone, and then I put in a conduit here, I can't centrifuge the next turn, but that's sort of fine. I want to get an animus in at some point while I'm doing all of this. It was really awkward to just build all my attackers and then not be able to build anything else for like a whole turn, having to take a break. I think centrifuge is right in this set to get you omegas, 1 omega for defense, and then the rest of the Sinestras for attack. Much more efficient. I mean, honestly, here's the thing, though. They're not that much more efficient, right? Like, I don't know. I guess they are, because, okay, yes, green is worth roughly a gold, right? So these guys are costing you 15 and a red. And these guys are costing you 15 and no green. But and they're costing you blue, which is like, well, you already have blue. Is that really a cost? I'm like, yeah, it is. You had to build 3 blast forges to get them. So that triple blast forge investment of $15, call it $10 because you want to build 1 anyway for walls. The $10 investment pays itself out over the 4 omega splitters that you buy, right? Sort of. And while you're doing that, you can't wall. So it's kind of awkward. I don't know. I think that the Sinestras are substantially more efficient attackers. You have to build different tech, but I don't mind having a lot of green here because there's always Aegises available if you need them. So I think you do want to go centrifuge into omegas, but I don't think this is the right build order. Let's analyze this and see what happens if I like try something like this. Oh, whoops! Go back another turn. Build the conduit here, and he goes, I don't know, a bunch of green, get a bunch of drones again into blue. We'll sort of ignore him for the moment. And say I'm building like, I can't build any drones if I want to build a centrifuge now, so we're clearly not doing that. Maybe I can do this? Centrifuge Tarsier next turn? Not very strong. I would need more money. See here, yeah, it's sort of awkward, right? I can't build any more tech and still get a centrifuge in and actually use the tech. So maybe I do this. Don't build the blast forge. Next turn, build centrifuge and drones. Or centrifuge and animus? Oh, that's an idea that I like. So let's say he just builds this. Here we go. So this is an idea, right? Now I can build next turn Tarsiers and a blast forge. Or something like that. So I don't know. He builds this. Now I can build Tarsiers. Yeah, and a blast forge or something. He starts on his omegas. I can build wall and Tarsiers. Next turn I have just enough to build Omega Sinestra, right? He builds more Omegas. And holds it back, I guess. Because the 2 Tarsiers are going to hit him and he doesn't want that. He could build drones or something. I don't know if he will, whatever. I'm not trying to compute like whether this wins, but just whether this is a good direction to go with centrifuge. We do this, and we're getting breached, right? Not great. So we force field, right? And it's only a threat of breach, right? He's not really going to attack with the Omegas, but he would if we let him. So we just have to build this force field, and it won't block anything. Oh well. But now we have a Sinestra out, and an Omega out, and he keeps building Omegas, and I don't know, another drone, whatever. Maybe a conduit or something. But we're suddenly attacking for a bunch. Actually, he has to do... Oh, interesting. He can't build the Omega this way because he needs a wall. We're threatening 10. That's pretty cool. Maybe he builds 3 walls so that he can Omega more comfortably next turn. Or like wall, steel splitter, and a drone. Something like that. Now I can still build more Omegas. Or more Sinestras, but not for long. I kind of like am out of green. I don't know. This is sort of interesting. It makes it difficult for him to ever build a 3rd Omega. Right? Maybe he does it like this. And he has way more drones than I do, right? 21 to 13. He can afford to be a little inefficient. I don't know. I'm not sure whether this is better or worse. I'm able to build a lot more attackers this way, but I end up with far fewer drones, right? In the actual line, instead of 13 drones, I ended up with 16. And he resigns here, which I don't understand. Right? Like I'm only attacking for 4, which he can soak. I'm threatening a lot more next turn. All right, I mean, let's see what happens. He wants to build another Omega, and he can force field. What's wrong? This seems fine, right? He can't really build a lot more attackers. He'd like to get an Animus or something, but... Okay, let's say he builds a Conduit to try and get Aegises or something. Well, I want to get the Sinestra. And I can't really wall, so maybe I hold back the Steel Splitter. Or I can't just wall. I hold back the Steel Splitter and attack for 7. He loses his force field, but... I don't know. I guess he has trouble building more attackers or something? He has to build 2 walls and a Steel Splitter and a drone. No, drone's probably optimistic. Engineer? Sure. Like, I can't really build another Sinestra at this point, can I? That's gotta be too much. Like, even force field and holding this back doesn't do it. I'd have to hold back a couple of drones. Maybe that's worth it, though. I don't know. It just doesn't seem to me like he's so far behind that he should be resigning. Right, he has access to way more blue, way more gold. I guess he'll run out of walls eventually, but... I guess I'm also attacking for a lot more than he is, right? Like, I'm attacking for 14 or 15, he's attacking for 10. But... let's build an Aegis instead of one of those walls. Then you can, like, even do this. I don't know, man. It doesn't seem to me like he's losing. My defenses are very fragile, and I can't produce a lot of additional defense. I don't know, maybe like with this wall, and like then I can throw in a rhino or something. He has a lot of stuff to fall back on. I think I'm still losing this game at the point that he resigns. So that's why I try to stay on, like, in wait, do I have a Sinestro skin? What the heck is this guy? I guess I do. I like Sinestros. It makes sense that I would this is like a normal Sinestro. I don't know what this one is. Anyway, I try to stay on when, like, I think I'm way behind, but there's still play left in the game. Because who knows, maybe I'm actually winning. So what the heck is with my skins here? Sort by unit. What Sinestro skin am I wearing? A Darkling Sinestro? I like the red one more, honestly. Oh, interesting. You can just buy specific skins for shards as well. Interesting. As well as, like, paying for them in the armory. Paying to, like, unlock them in the armory. Alright. Well, that was some Prismata. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.